Hey guys, it's Sam from Rad Junk. You guys liked our shop tour so much, and for those of you who don't know, we also have an arcade. So come on in, let's take a look. So basically how this works is you come in, you pay $10 to the nice lady at the counter, and then everything's set to free play. So it's just one flat fee, no tokens or quarters required, and you can play as long as you want. And we're all ages until 9 p.m. and then 18 and up after that. We have a huge selection of beer, which we'll get to, that you buy in the back. And yeah. So before we get to the good stuff, a little backstory on Rad Bar. We opened in December of 2019, and Joe still had his corporate job, so I was kind of working here and at Rad Junk. And it got to the point where I was like, hey, you gotta quit your job because I need some help. So Joe puts in his 2 weeks. He quits his job Thursday. His last day of work was Thursday. We go down to South Florida for a wedding. We come back Monday, and by Tuesday, everything is closed. We were shut down for, I think, like 3 months, but we made it. So with that said, come see the bar. We've got this big Donkey Kong mural that I painted. It took me like a month. And here's where the good stuff is. So we've got Bubble Bobble, Bust a Move. Classic Pac-Man, got to. Street Fighter Third Strike, the best one in my opinion. Donkey Kong Jr. We got an Arkanoid. I don't know if you've ever taken one of these controllers apart, but they kind of suck to work on. We got Punch-Out, Sunset Riders, Raiden, for those of you who like the shoot 'em ups. We got a Miss Pac-Man Galaga. This one's actually a multi-cab, so it's got a ton of stuff on it. Including Miss Pac-Man and Galaga, you got Dig Dug. There's a lot of classic stuff on this one. We've got Tekken Tag Tournament. We've got our Neo Geo 2 slot, which right now has Metal Slug 2 and Metal Slug 2. Okay, I thought something else was in there, but maybe not. We got Marvel vs. Capcom 2. We've got our big multi-cade that's got a couple hundred games on it. And it's all 4-player, built by our buddy Rich. You come to the other side, we have Pinball. We got Pulp Fiction, which Joe has a super high score. I think you're 11th, right, in the world?
Yeah, 11th in the world.
Star Wars, Mando, the new TMNT. We actually have an old one, like the original one in our warehouse, but it needs a little love. We got Monster Bash. We've got Killer Queen, which for those of you who don't know about Killer Queen, it's kind of like a Joust-esque game, and it's 10 players. So, you do 5 on one side and then 5 on the other. It's a really good time. If you've never played it or heard of it, definitely look into it, because it gets crazy when you have all 10 people playing. So we go this way. We've got, a couple of consoles set up. We've got an NES Classic loaded with games. We've got an N64, so you can play some classic Smash Bros. Or GoldenEye or whatever you feel in your heart. On the other side, we've got a Super Nintendo Classic. And then for the rest of the consoles over here, we've got a PS4 with a bunch of mostly fighting games. Wii Sports, because you got to. Funny thing about the Wii Sports, I put that in there initially as filler because I just didn't really think people would play it that much, and honestly, it's one of the most played things in here, so it stays. We also have a Switch. We got Mario Kart, Smash, a bunch of other stuff, and then we come over here. We've got a table, Soul Calibur. We've got baseball. We got Pump It Up, which we have a huge community here, and these guys come in every weekend and they play this, and they are good. I don't know how their brain and their feet connect in the way that they do, but it's wild. Moving on, we got some light gun games, Crisis Zone, House of the Dead 2. Got a little Tetris action. Die Hard Arcade, one of my personal favorites, even though it's kind of cheesy. We got Centipede. Over on this side, we have the other side of Killer Queen. We also have Our Baby Miss Pac-Man. This one our friend Dylan found at a, he found it at like a flea market, didn't he? For really cheap. And it used to live in Rad before we had this place, but I love this thing. I'll never get rid of it. We also have Baby Turbo. Joe's fave. I'm really, really bad at it. And then in this corner, can't forget the Duck Hunt dog. I also painted this. This duck is kind of a mood. Okay, so in this corner, it's probably a little bit loud. We've got U-Beat, which only came out in Japan. It's a rhythm game. It's super cool. I'm gonna have to go through all the motions.
Welcome.
All right. I thought maybe playing that would be cool, but it's gonna take too long. We also have Sound Voltex, which it's another rhythm game. It's a little more complex than U-Beat, but you know, you gotta do the dials and the buttons. Kind of like Guitar Hero-esque, like they come down the screen and you have to push the right button. Anybody who's really into rhythm games is probably gonna be mad that I compared that to Guitar Hero, but sorry. We've got Initial D3, a favorite. Joe just fixed all the steering wheel and all the stuff on it, so they're running great. We've got Cruisin' USA. And then behind us, we have Gauntlets. I also forgot the pinball machines in the front. There's a Foo Fighters and an Avengers and a Terminator arcade out there. So you can play all these games for just 10 bucks. And then comes the beer menu. It's huge. This isn't even everything that we have. You want to come back here. It's so much craft beer. So look at all that. And you know, we've got other stuff that's not beer. Like we do White Claws and a bunch of ciders. Got a pretty good selection. We've got some Jello shots, some sake, some wine. We got these Dunkin' iced coffees. And you know, we have a selection of like craft sodas too, for those who don't drink. So, yeah. Oh, we also have draft, a few of them. All right, let's walk back towards the front, check out all those games that I forgot about. So, you know, we got a little bit of everything, whether you like pinball, fighting games, the classics, or if you just want to come play Mario Kart, you can do that too. Let's go check out these last ones. So over here, we've got Avengers, which is super fun. This is the premium. And Foo Fighters, which is, I guess, also premium, huh? And then Terminator 2, another light gun game. It's a lot of fun. Broken Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. We're gonna get it fixed, RIP. Also, we have our resident food truck, Cheeses. If you ever want a delicious grilled cheese, they have the best. They do one with spaghetti on it, which is my absolute favorite. So yeah, this has been the bar. Definitely come check it out. Let me know what your favorite arcade game is in the comments. And now I gotta go back to the shop and fix some Game Boys or something.